Hey family. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. As you see, I'm doing a celebrity reading. This is pretty much an update celebrity reading. Um I haven't did one on Chris in a while, so I decided to do a little up to date just to get an idea what's present going on with Chris as far as what I am intuitively picking up on Chris. It's going to be a little energy reading, family. All right. So whatever you hear and see in this reading concerning Chris Brown, the artist known as Chris Brown, it is not facts. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. My butterflies already know what time it is. There are timelines to my readings, so a lot of this is going on in the now, and a lot of it has to play out in the coming days and weeks. But please know a lot of this will be playing out. I don't follow these celebrities. I don't keep up with them. So many of you would be the ones that would be, hitting me back up as far as letting me know the 411, especially if you follow these celebrities, okay? 'Cause I don't, this is the only pretty much social media platform that I'm on. I'm just here on YouTube. And so with that being said, yeah, I wouldn't, other than that, I wouldn't really know too much about, what's going on with these celebrities, okay? Y'all will have to keep me informed. But anyway, with that being said, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get started with this reading, this energy reading on Chris Brown. Um, I've done readings on him before. Let me just say that I am a fan of Chris Brown. I don't follow him like that, but I am a fan. Okay, I love his music. He's very talented. He's very talented. So with that being said, um, whatever come out of this reading, it's not my opinion. Okay, I'm just led by the spirit. I am picking up on the fact that Chris I'm still not really seeing a lot of growth in him that I would like. They say that when you get older, you become more wiser, you make better, decisions. Um, for many people, they learn the lesson and they move on. And for others, they in denial. They don't want to, face their shadow self, their shadow issues, shall I say. And they keep going in circles when it comes to a pattern with them. And that's what I'm picking up when it comes to Chris, okay? Now, do I know Chris? No, but God knows him. And intuitively, what I'm picking up about Chris, um, for one thing, he doesn't like to be told what to do. He's very free spirit. And the fact that he's been in the industry as long as he's been, he knows the ins and out of the industry. Let me just say that. And when it comes to the industry, they do want them to jump because he is, you know, they do consider him as, one of their puppets. If it's, especially when it comes to how they want their celebrities to influence the masses. Let me just say that. But I feel like Chris is starting to rebel some. He's getting tired of jumping, shall I say, when it comes to the industry. Um, I feel like he's doing a lot of rebelling. Let me just say that. And I'm speaking from the perspective of jumping when it comes to the industry. Okay, but due to the fact of his awesome supporters, his followers, they're the one that's really keeping him irrelevant because really the industry, I feel like they see him as a what's a good word to use, a liability. Let me just say that. You see how they do him when it comes to these shows. You know how he's not able to really perform. I want to say blackballing him, but anyway, you get it. It's something that he's doing. The point I'm trying to say is it's something that he's doing behind the scenes that he's not jumping to their demands. He's not playing the game the way they really want him to. Let me just say that. They want him to be a good little boy, stay in line, if you know what I mean. Be a good little boy, stay in line, and do what we say. You signed this contract, you know what's expected of you. And Chris does know what is expected of him, but I'm still picking up on the fact that, he's not jumping like he used to. Let me just say that, okay? If he's not saying no, his actions are saying no. So that being said, but still there are things about Chris that I am still picking up on. He's not what would be very beneficial for Chris if he get to that place of still working on his shadow self, okay? It will help him to move forward more positively so he won't end up sabotaging himself, okay? Which would be his own doing. But like I say, this is just what I'm picking up. I'm still a fan of Chris, like I said, and I am cheering for him behind the scenes. Um, but Chris has to make better judgment behind the scenes as far as how he's moving. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, this is gonna be a quick little, energy intuitive reading. This is pretty much like past, present, future, general outcome. I am going to reshuffle and see what's going to come back out. And when I mean by future, I mean like, any day from this day, okay? Any day, because today is what, the 30th of August. So any time from today, it could be, in a couple of days or weeks. But anyway, right here in the past energy, I have rage. Okay, I have rage. And I also have fearful. I'm also getting a loss is on their mind. So it can be a family member for all I know, but it's somebody that's close to him that's dear to his heart. A loss is on his mind, okay? Maybe it could have been another, fellow, you know, artist. I don't know. All I know is it has here a loss is on their mind. Okay. Next, moving over, I have here passive aggression. This is just pretty much what I'm getting with Chris, as far as acting very stubborn behind the scenes. Also, in the present, I'm getting guilt. Okay, feelings of guilt. And I was seeking additional clarity. So I got here releasing mental conflict. That which once had a hold on them, they are now releasing and letting it or them go, moving on. So Chris was dealing with a mental conflict. And as it stated here, it's pretty much having the inability to get over something or someone. So something was definitely plaguing him up here in his head. So bad, it was hard for him to shake it off. But by this being in the present position, this is letting me know he's getting to that place of moving on and letting whatever it is that was once bothering him, letting it go. Okay? So that's what this is about right here. Next, moving forward, I have here aloof, coming off very distant. I have here also distraction. So I can get this if he's not focused. Okay, if he's too distracted on the wrong things or on the wrong individual, I can get this. So I have here distraction. And I have here in denial. They don't want to accept the truth. And I was like in denial, don't want to accept the truth. So I was seeking clarity about that. So I'm going to read it again. In denial, they don't want to accept the truth. That's what I get right here. And then I was getting clarity on this. And I got this. They refuse to face their own shadow self, fears and issues, the need to heal. So that's what the Spirit is saying about Chris. All those shadow aspects of him. And we all have them. Let me just say that. Some are more severe than others. Because everybody, childhood on up is different. But whatever his upbringing was due to trauma or whatever that had affected him in his childhood coming on up, you know, those shadow aspects that he's carrying, a lot of them are affecting him even in his adulthood. Let me just say that because he has not healed from them. Okay. So that's what this is talking about. They refuse to face their own shadow self, fears and issues they need to heal. So what comes to me is I'm sure Chris is doing a lot of self medicating. If it's not drugs, it can be alcohol, okay? A lot of time when people don't want to face their shadow self, which are their issues, pain due to trauma, childhood on up, they don't want to feel nor think about it, so they will self medicate. Now, everything I'm saying, it is allegedly. But this is what I'm picking up on concerning Chris. And it also lets me know why he acts the way he do as far as the outbursts that he has. Now I am talking, and my throat is starting to be affected. That's interesting. All right. I had to do a little prayer protection real quick. I'm just a talking. All of a sudden, my throat just sounds like it's just failing on me. Anyway, you'd be surprised what these celebrities be into, okay? But anyway, um, that's all this is talking about. He needs to work on his issue so he can heal, okay? So that way he'll make better choices also, cause he's not operating in those, past, issues, um, characteristics about him of yesterday. All right. He needs to really heal so he can move forward positively. Okay, and so far I got outcome. I got doubtful. Okay, he feeling quite doubtful for whatever reason, and I have emotional blackmail. These are one of those shadows aspects of Chris that he's giving off. And I think about when it comes to his relationships. Anybody he allowed to get close to him, he's operating in this right here, emotional blackmail. I think about, like, for instance, if you love me, you would do this. If you know what I mean, okay? Pretty much doing a lot of manipulating, uh, operating in control, if you know what I mean, okay? You say you down for me. So if you down for me, do this. You get what I'm going. So anyway, allegedly, he's operating emotional blackmail. Okay, let's continue. I was also picking up on Chris is in that wide path, rightfully so. He's in the industry, but it's pretty much not making wise choices on the path of destruction. I'm picking up also difficult relationships, not healthy, very toxic, controlling, asserting one's will over the other. I feel like that's Chris energy. Okay, he likes to be in control when he's in relationships. Let me just say that. Pretty much when he's with these women, they better jump. Um, I'm also picking up on that Chris is someone that has good intentions towards you, who sees your worth. I feel like that's the case if he's, really, genuinely have love for you, and you're on his good side. Let me just say that. But I do sense that he like to see the good. He like to see the good in a person. Okay, he like to see the good in people. All right, let me reshuffle. And these were some extra cards that came out. I'm going to go ahead on and reveal these, and then I'm going to reshuffle. I got feeling helpless. I got greed. That's pretty much he chasing that money. He's a hard worker. I got antisocial. That you would think he was more what? Extroverted, more outgoing. But I'm getting antisocial. And I'm also getting drowning. I think about someone that's feeling very overwhelmed and emotional. But something could be having him feeling like that. Let's continue. Something or someone could be having him feeling like that. Look what came back out. I told you he's chasing that money. He's a hard worker, and this is one of his addictions. Okay, working. He's a hard worker. So greed came right back out. Pretty much, he's chasing that money. My butterflies know what time it is. For many of you who I know, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, okay, and also share my content. I really appreciate it. But getting back to my butterflies, they know what time it is when it comes to my readings. A lot of times these messages will repeat themselves, so be on the lookout when you see repeated messages. Okay, it's something to it. All right, I can't make it up. How many times did I shuffle? What, 3 or 4 times? Look what came right back out. I think I have only one card that's different, maybe two. Here we go. This is past, present, future, and outcome. I have here selfishness. These are one of those shadow. These are one of those shadow aspects of Chris. Okay, allegedly. I have here antisocial. Came right back out. I'm sure there are times he don't want to be bothered. Okay, he wouldn't just be to himself. I have passive aggression. Came back out. It came right back out. Pretty much, someone coming off what stubborn. Okay, right here in the present, I have fearful. I have drowning. It came right back out. With this, I'm picking up on he's feeling very overwhelmed and may possibly upset. And I have guilt. He's feeling guilty about something. Only time will tell. I always say here, family, let things play out. Remember, it's not my opinion, but the spirit be on it. You better believe that. The spirit guides and ancestors don't be playing over here. All right, let's move forward in the future position. I have here grudge. He's carrying a grudge. And look what else I have. Emotional blackmail came right back out. And I have aloof. It came right back out. Someone coming out very distant. Outcome, rage. He is pissed. This somebody's going off from 1 to 10. Rage, condescending. He's coming off as condescending and feeling doubtful. Let me say this real quick. I like to speak on things why I like to speak on things when it hits me. Okay, when downloads hit me concerning an individual, I'm picking up on something about contracts, and it might be a good chance if it hasn't happened already. He might be dealing with a situation to where he either he's getting ready to sign contracts or he will be signing contracts. But he's going to need to really read the contract very carefully. It's going to be very, very trickery. But I feel like if he's already signed these contracts, depending on what it's all about, okay? He's probably going to want out of that contract. For some reason, contracts is coming to me. That's all I want to say, okay? Okay. I have here, now this is not my opinion, all right? This is what came out in the spreads concerning Chris Brown. Unbalanced person, disturbed and upset, or can be slightly crazy. What sent out to me is that spirit is saying he's unbalanced. And you could be unbalanced if you're like emotionally upset. That can throw you off and have you unbalanced. Cause we did see the word drowning. And I let me know if that can, I can get that when it comes to a person being upset. They're drowning in their emotions. But anyway, according to spirit, unbalanced. But this is in the past energies, okay? It has here unbalanced. And he's probably someone that's easily to pop off if you know what I mean, okay? He probably very sensitive. Chris probably real quick to pop off. Next, I have entanglement. I'm sure many of you not surprised when it comes to that. Okay, I have here entanglement. So these are the kind of relationships that he attracts to himself. Okay, entanglement, a complicated, difficult relationship, whether it's an affair or a temporary relationship between two people due to complications. So I think about a complicated relationship that can be quite toxic. So these are the kind of, relationships that he has been in, okay? So far, he ain't married nobody. He may have children, by these women, but he ain't married nobody. But those relationships behind the scenes are very toxic, I tell you that. All right. Right here in the present, I have here romanticizing the past. So he could be reflecting on an ex or daydreaming about one. Next, I have here feeling confused, has a mental disorder that affects mood, thinking, and behavior. Moving forward, this right here is in the future position. Okay, I think about any day from this day. Okay, within the coming days or weeks ahead, in love, romantic feelings, or sexually attracted to them, and they are very important to you. So he's either in love with this individual that's presently in his life, or it could be somebody new I don't know, or he just sexually attracted to this person. And they're very important to him. I have here the yellow chakra color represents power and control. This is what Chris give off. Okay, he gives off this right here, power and control, like I stated earlier. Down here, I have here knowledgeable and intelligent. According to the spirit, Chris Brown is very knowledgeable and intelligent, but we know this already. I will say this: he definitely have a good team around him because for whatever reason, they tried to put him down due to the past. What happened to him and Rihanna? But Rihanna has forgiven him. She has moved on, and I feel like if Rihanna can forgive him and move on, I feel like the people should do that as well. Okay, that's just me. That's just me. But nevertheless, his fans are still supporting him just the same, and he definitely has a good team that's pushing him because he's still irrelevant, and those ticket sales are still selling out. Okay. So anyway, I have here withholding important information. So it's something that Chris Brown is holding on to that he's not speaking up about. Another message did pop out earlier. I'm not going to speak up on it, okay? I just don't want to go there. Let me just say that. But I think I have an idea what this is about right here. Because we did see the message fearful, and then I'm seeing this right here. All I'm going to say is it's something that he knows about, but he's not speaking up about it, okay? And but anyway, withholding important information. That's interesting. And I will say this: that information that he's holding on to, it's personal. It's very personal. But don't mind me. I'm just a messenger, and whatever you see here is allegedly. I always say let things play out. No matter what, I am rooting for Chris Brown. I'm definitely rooting for him. Okay, that he will get himself together because we want him to I know for me, I don't want him to be sabotaging himself in a negative way. Okay. I want him to definitely get his mind right and make better decisions and judgments. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to use this one more time and see what's going to come back out. And then I'm going to use my Hollywood celebrity deck. All right, butterfly family, don't get mad at me. I love Chris just like y'all do, okay? Oh, but none of this is my opinion. I'm just a messenger. Now, with that being said, a lot of what I was telling many of you, it did come back out, okay? The spirit always backs me up. Now, I did mention something about addictions. I do feel like he is a workaholic, okay? And it did come back out. This is one of his addictions. He's a workaholic. Thank you, Spirit. All righty. That's why we saw the message, greed. Okay, he's chasing that money. He's a workaholic. Now, whoever that he is seeing, let me just say that it has here not committed. They are devoted to the wrong lover slash partner. They are not loyal, has another lover. So with that being said, it's a good chance that Chris could be seeing more than one individual. Okay? According to the spirit, he's not committed. He's doing him. Rightfully so here, because he ain't married to nobody. I'll read it again, okay? Not committed. They are devoted to the wrong lover partner. They are not loyal, has another lover. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say this right here. If this is not Chris that's not committed, whomever he's seeing is not committed, let me say that. It's either Chris that's not committed and has more than one another lover on the side, or whoever he's seen, his main one, whoever he's seen, let me just say that they may have somebody else on the side. Cause this is saying right here, they are okay. It says here not committed. They are devoted. It says they are devoted to the wrong lover partner. They are not loyal, has another lover. I let me know if you be the judge when it comes to that. And I'm only saying that because I remember seeing the message in denial. Okay. But let's continue. And then we also saw the rage. But anyway, let's continue. It has here, read the contracts carefully, trickery. And I told many of you I was picking up on something about the contracts. I kid you not. It says, read the contracts carefully, trickery. So the fact that we saw rage, if he's not going to end up being enraged when it comes to a relationship due to, any kind of challenges or issues from a relationship, it could be due to, business. Maybe something's not going the way he wanted to, and he might end up coming to some information about some contracts, and maybe that's why he could end up being enraged. But something's going to have him feeling enraged behind the scenes. It has here lack of growth, going in circles in life, no spiritual growth, and this will only be this will only be the case, family, if he's unbalanced. Also, when I mean unbalanced, I mean like when it comes to balance, I think about mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And when one of them are off, we can become imbalanced. And I'm gonna say it like this: if one of them or more are off, we can be unbalanced. Okay. With that being said, it has here no spiritual growth. So he could be chasing more of that money, more, maybe that money means more to him than, his spiritual connection to source, if you know what I mean, to God. All I know is it came out. It came out. Let me just say that. Okay. Cause when I look at this right here, I think about someone that sees money as their God, but it also says lack of growth, going in circles. So I let y'all be the judge when it comes to that. This just says off the path of purpose, distracted. And remember that word distracted came out earlier. So this is clarity when it comes to that. Just because he's an artist, um, it doesn't mean that that's a sole path of his purpose. Only God really knows his ultimate purpose. But anyway, it says off the path of purpose, distracted. He just pretty much distracted on the wrong things or on the wrong individuals. Something has him very distracted, okay? And then by him, chasing the money and he's a workaholic. Maybe he's not spending enough time with God. Maybe he's not, in order to, receive divine guidance and answers when it comes to like meditating and all of that. I don't know if Chris does that or not. Okay. But I'm just a messenger. I'm just, sharing the message. It has here a follower, has no knowledge of self. I think about monkey see, monkey do. I think about someone that's trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to please people. I think about someone that seeks validation outside of them. That's what comes to me more than anything. Someone that seeks validation outside of them. Give them time, they will come around. A lot is on their mind. So he could be very standoffish right now. He could be behind the scenes more introverted right now. It looks like it's a lot going on with him behind the scenes. But according to the spirit, give him time. He will come around. He has a lot on his mind. So he could be more introverted right now, laying low. Um, this right here says their lover, friend, ghosting, no show, no call, not reliable, will not commit. And we did see the word selfish earlier. Look what's on the back. They are not loyal and very selfish. I just feel like the celebrity status that Chris has, he just so used to, you know, not having to chase women. He can get whoever he want. Um, you know, it's pretty much, my way or no way, if you know what I mean, because he feel like he has options. Let me just say that. And I'm sure his tolerance is very short. So that being said, he want what he wants. But according to the spirit, he can also be very selfish. Pretty much, you know, Chris come first. What Chris wants, Chris gets. Alrighty, I'm getting ready to switch up real quick. Then I'm going to end this. I don't want to make it that long. I just want to get an idea what's going on with Chris. I want to use this deck right here real quick. Let me see something. Okay, I have just none of this is in divine order. They're just random messages. Okay, I have your cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So it looks like something is coming to an end. Okay, like something is coming to an end, and it might be a relationship. It has here air sign. I don't know what Chris zodiac sign is. It says air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. When I see air, I think about communication or the lack of. And I have communicate. So I think about a person that's in a relationship, right? And the relationship is coming to an end. But what's needed is compromise, forgive, and to work it out. This is what's needed, okay, for the relationship to continue. So yeah, this is definitely something going on behind the scenes in his relationships, okay? To where this is what's needed in order for it to move forward positively, shall I say. And we already know what the culprit is behind the scenes. We already know what the culprit is behind the scenes. It's about pretty much somebody is not committed. And now let me be the judge who that is. We have here love spells. You've been bewitched. This somebody is really into the other, and they are very, obsessed with them. They can't see straight. It's all about the individual in their eyes. So it has here love spells. You've been bewitched. It has here caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So behind the scenes, if this is not Chris energy, it could be the energy of the other individual that he's involved with. But somebody came to some information. And also remember when I did the spread on Chris, it had that he is withholding important information. Okay, whether it be business or personal. But anyway, this is one that came to some information, and they're getting all worked up. Okay, they are getting all worked up, and according to the spirit, it's like, okay, calm down, find out more information, before you overwork yourself. So that's what this is talking about. Caution, don't overreact. Stop, think, and reflect. Okay, next we have here distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. And we have fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think about emotions heating up when I see that fire sign. Somebody upset, somebody getting angry, somebody getting worked up, if you know what I mean. All right, it just says manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. This would be Chris trying to manifest something that he really, really wants and desires. And I have here vacation. You will be traveling soon. Now, we did see the distance card. So I don't know if he planned on traveling to see somebody due to the fact that Chris and this individual, whoever it is, can be very distant right now with each other due to the little spat that they have had behind the scenes. But this speaks about two couples also traveling together. If not together, he may be planning on, traveling to see somebody. Okay. You will be traveling soon, packing the bags and getting missing. All righty. As I stated, this is a update reading as far as what's going on behind the scenes with Chris Brown. As you see, it's a lot of, personal behind the scenes jush, shall I say. At the end of the day, we were seeing the word, not committed. So that speaks for itself, okay? That speaks for itself. Somebody's in the dark due to what the other one is doing, and somebody has more than one lover. At the end of the day, it's allegedly, but that's what came out. Now I'm getting ready to use the Hollywood deck. I'm going to end this reading. Let me see something. Where is it? My celebrity deck. Anything Spirit wants to know concerning Chris Brown? What's present going on with Chris Brown? I hope many of you didn't see this card right here. I'm not going to show this. I don't want to be Debbie Downers, and it is not my intention to put out negative information on nobody. It's not even my opinion, but this right here I do not like. Things have to play out. Um, I will keep Chris in my prayers, okay? We have to realize he's in this industry, family, and this industry is wicked. Let me just tell you that it's very wicked. But let's keep Chris lifted up in prayer, all right, family? We all know that prayer is powerful and it does change things, but two or more come together collectively praying on behalf of somebody, okay? So, with that being said, let's continue, all right? Because I always say the past cannot be changed, but the future can. Everything really depends on how you move forward from this day, okay? All righty, let's continue. These are just some random messages, and everything here is allegedly. I always say let things play out. I want out of this business. Deal, not happy. And didn't I tell many of you something about the contracts? Okay, I'm just not sure where this contract stemmed from. Is it his contract with the record label, or is it stemming from something else? All I know is the contract was very shady because the message said trickery. I want out of this business. Deal, not happy. Family life at home was or is unbalanced, toxic, power struggle. So allegedly, this was going on behind the scenes. Family life at home was or is unbalanced, toxic, power struggle. Next, we have spiritual attack and possess and spiritual warfare. This would definitely be the case right here if Chris Brown is someone that thinks very negative. Okay, if he's someone that drinks and does drugs, and the only reason I say that because you can when a person drinks, when a person does a lot of drinking and when they do drugs, it can put holes in your aura field, and you can easily receive attachments to you, okay? Negative attachments. And that also can influence your behavior. So not only that, the drinking and drugs can lower your spiritual defense down as well. So yeah, you be careful also, family, okay? You're out here, doing you. But anyway, spiritual attacks and possess in spiritual warfare. And I saw this earlier. I didn't say anything, but I did see this earlier. Company is not supporting them. They feel held back. They want out of the contract. They feel trapped. Because, see, there are things that they want him to do that he does not want to do. Okay? There are things that they want him to do and he does not want to do. I let y'all be the judge when it comes to that. Being silent, can't speak on what they know. We all know this to be true. That's why these celebrities, when they take pictures, what you see them doing, they have their hands up to their mouth like this. Shh. Being silent, can't speak on what they know. This just says in the near future question. Having surgery to improve their looks, wants new look. Now, it may not have anything to do about wanting a new look. I don't see anything wrong with him, okay? But I'm not him. It could just be that maybe he's having surgery, in the near future for whatever reason. It could be for health reasons. I will say this. This had came out when I did a reading on Jamie Foxx. Let me just say this now. This came out when I did a read on Jamie Foxx, right? And I said the same thing. I said, hell, I don't see nothing wrong with Jamie. He look fine to me, but, that's him. And you see now there are all these different versions of Jamie. He looks different. And we know all of those different versions are not him, okay? Because Jamie has a tattoo in the back of his head, and he was seen without a tattoo. Head looking small or narrow looking, and then there's a Jamie with his head looks wide looking. So you know what time y'all know what time it is when it comes to that. We talking about the C word. I'm not saying that's the case here with Chris, but anyway, this did come out in Jamie Foxx reading as well. Having surgery to improve their looks, wants a new look. But like I said, it could be pertaining to, health reasons. Someone holds the key, being blackmailed, scared, and silenced. So please note, Chris is not the only one. There are many celebrities, A-list celebrities, that cannot speak about certain things because they got something on all of them, okay? Especially when they go to these Hollywood parties. They got something on all of them, and Chris is no exception. It has here, someone holds the key, being blackmailed, scared, and silenced. That's how the powder bee keeps them in control, keep their grips on them, if you know what I mean. Not happy, just faking it for the cameras. Because to Chris, they don't know what I know. They do not know what I know. New business deal, signing new contracts. Now, is this the contract right here that he's going to be upset over? I can't tell you that. It could have been past contracts. All I know is something about contracts keep popping up. This is allegedly. I don't know who Chris worship. They worship the Baphomet. And we know celebrities, they have all these damn signs that they be using, showing their allegiance just to stay relevant in the industry, okay? Okay, I'm not going to share this one right here, all right? I don't want to put certain, I just don't want to put certain things out there. I'm just going to, I will say a prayer for him tonight, and but at the end of the day, it's his life, and I just pray, excuse me, I just pray that Chris, get his mind right, start thinking more positive, get focused, and most importantly, heal. Okay, most importantly, heal. So he won't be out here self-sabotaging himself. Because we love Chris, okay? He's very talented. But it is his life, and it is for him to, do right by Chris. So I love you, family. Y'all enjoy this content. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And peace. Whatever you saw here is allegedly, okay? If many of you know something I don't know, give me the 411 down below. Keep me informed. Peace and bye for now. This is my update reading on Chris Brown. I will revisit this reading on Chris probably within 4 months. I like for my readings to play out. Peace.